The NEET controversy is now exploding. The NEET-PG Entrance Examination, which is conducted by the National Board of Examination, has now been postponed. Fresh date will be announced at the earliest. This is the latest that is coming in with regards to the NEET controversy, which has now exploded. The NEET-PG Entrance Examination, which is conducted by the National Board of Examination, the NBE, has now been postponed. The new date will be announced at the earliest. My colleague Milan, who tracks the Education Ministry, is joining me on the story. Milan, you track the Education Ministry. What is the reason behind all these decisions that we are seeing?
Well, Aishwarya, the NEET postgraduate examination was supposed to be held tomorrow, and considering that the NTA has not been able to, or the government has not been able to bring it in for the undergraduate examination as well, has also postponed indefinitely what Health Ministry has to say, because the examinations of UG are having a ripple effect on all these examinations. So it was the UGC NET, and then was the UGC NET exam postponed, and now another very crucial NEET entrance examination, which is conducted by the National Board of Examination for medical students, is also being postponed. That is an inconvenience to but the process. Now, once
Milan, stay on with me. Pawan Khera from the Congress is now joining me. The examinations are either being cancelled or being postponed. However, the government says that they have DG of the NTA.
Now, just removing one officer, are we to believe that there was just one man responsible for all the ills that were plaguing the NTA and the examination culture of this country? So, we hope that other large sharks are not going scot-free. So nobody has faith in what the government does now. Unfortunately for this government, they've lost the confidence of the youth and of the people.
Mr. Khera, we did see how it was Mr. Rahul Gandhi just a couple of days back, who in a video message very clearly said that the Congress party is standing with the students. Also, he said that he personally will be taking up the issue on the floor of the parliament. So do you believe from the Congress party that this is not enough?
Of course, this is not enough. I mean, the justice for all the 24 lakh students who appeared for NEET exams. What about the NET exams that have been cancelled now? And so many other exams that are being cancelled. How do you ensure that they get justice? Entire investigation should take place. I mean, how do you trust a minister who was in a rush to give a clean chit to the NTA?
Mr. Khera, do you believe there is massive corruption taking place not just inside the NTA, but in the entire system at the moment? Because one after the other, one state after the other, we are seeing one is able to actually join all the dots.
Such levels of paper leaks and corruption in the examinations cannot take place by just one officer. It has to be some patronage from the very top. So who's protecting the NTA? Who's protecting all these wrongdoers? That needs to be investigated and brought to the book.
Mr. Khera, what next for the Congress party? Because the government obviously will give you...
We will continue fighting for the rights of our youth, our students. And we will not stop until the entire chain comes out and people are exposed and action is taken.
The resignation of the Union Education Minister Dharmendra Pradhan, is that something?
Yes, we have been asking for it. After taking moral responsibility, I think the next step should have been to resign. How do you take moral responsibility and continue to be on that seat on which just 48 hours ago you were giving a clean chit to the NTA? Despite knowing the fact that the Bihar police has arrested people, Bihar police is in custody of some confession statements. After that, the minister has the cheek of giving a clean chit to the NTA. Why?
Right. Thank you so much, Mr. Pawan Khera from the Congress party, now saying the Congress will not let the issue die. In fact, Shantanu Sen from the TMC is also joining me. Mr. Sen, the government on one side saying that we have done a lot of things. We at the moment have also in fact removed the DG of the NTA. But do you believe this is enough?
This is the largest educational scam of this century in our country. By replacing DG or by postponing certain examinations, this central government cannot disorder their responsibilities. We have seen our education minister saying few days back that no corruption has taken place. But later on, when thousands of proofs were coming out on the surface, which were proving that it was a deep-rooted conspiracy and it was a big corruption, he has finally admitted that yes, the corruption has taken place. The way the central government and the education ministry, they have played with the future of 24 lakhs of students. So far this NEET-PG is concerned and 9 lakhs of people, so far this UGC NET exam is concerned, they must be held responsible, and education minister must apologize before the entire country and he should resign immediately. And Supreme Court monitored investigation should take place to find out the actual culprits, and they should be given stringent punishment.
Mr. Sen, will we see the TMC raking up the issue on the floor of the parliament? Do you believe the opposition will stand with the students?
Certainly. Trinamool Congress members of parliament in both the houses, they will be definitely raising this issue like anything, because whenever there was any issue which went against the common interest of the people or the students of the youth, Trinamool Congress left no stone unturned to raise their voice, and this time also it will be repeated.
Mr. Sen, do you believe at the moment that it is the resignation of the Union Education Minister Dharmendra Pradhan, which all the opposition parties, including the TMC, are also seeking?
Education Minister must apologize and he should resign immediately.
Thank you, Mr. Sen. That was Shantanu Sen from the TMC saying that all the opposition parties are together. Priyanka Chaturvedi also joining me on the broadcast. Ms. Chaturvedi, we are now seeing the central government on one side very clearly will say that we have taken a lot of steps. They will also go ahead and say that we cancelled the examinations because we understood something was wrong. Do you believe this is enough?
No, they're being shameless about it. And if this is their excuse, we've cancelled exams, is actually letting down thousands and lakhs of students who come with the faith that the examination that they give will be free and fair. What is surprising is that they are taking action against bureaucrats. What they're doing away with is asking for accountability from those in government. Please, let's not forget, exam after exam, either paper leaks or grace marks or many other issues that have impacted them, whether cancellation, postponement. It's a problem that comes from we have to address the root cause. The root cause is the government. And as much as they might try and divert the issue is that when you have an education minister who's ill-equipped to handle the challenges that the youth face, who's ill-equipped to handle the policies, and who's more interested in politics, this is what you're going to get. And it's shameful. And we should be ashamed of what is happening to the youth of this country.
Ms. Chaturvedi, do you believe that the opposition, all the parties combined, will be coming together in the parliament, and will you be seeking answers from the government? What, according to you, has actually gone wrong?
Of course we will. This is about the future of this nation. This is about the future of the youth of this country. This is about the responsibility that the opposition has been entrusted with by the people of this country. And as much as the BJP or those who are in power will continue to whitewash this entire issue, we will continue to raise this issue because it impacts many, many crores of our youth who Pradhan Mantri Narendra Modi ji called demographic dividend, but he's turning them into demographic disaster. Please imagine, at the temperature that we are seeing in Maharashtra as well as Delhi, these children are protesting. And yet we are going unheard. That is the problem, and we will raise it. We will speak for the youth of this country, the protesting youth of this country, and their future, and their collective future, and India's collective future.
Ms. Chaturvedi, do you believe there is massive corruption taking place, not just inside the NTA, but at other places also? One after the other, we are seeing investigators now reaching the doorsteps of the accused, not just in one state, but across the country.
Clearly, they will try and dump this entire idea of corruption on the doors of the opposition, but that's not the case. It is clearly those who are in power, those who have the ability, those who have the position to not just leak the exam papers, but also ensure that they're profiteering out of it. It has become a scam of the highest order, which needs to be addressed. And if we don't speak up unitedly as civil society, as those who are, the youth of this country, those who are speaking for the youth of this country, we're going to get a generation which is absolutely flawed and do not have the right opportunities, despite believing in India's academic ability.
Thank you, Ms. Chaturvedi. That's Priyanka Chaturvedi speaking about the fact that it's crores of students whose future at the moment has been put on stake.